Hey friend, welcome back to Everyday Energy. Welcome to day 2. If it's possible, we're taking it even chiller today. You're gonna wanna be on the floor. You could also take this from your couch or from your bed if you really want to. We're gonna be doing mostly seated postures. Lots of folding forward, lots of bending to the side. This is gonna feel so nice on your low back and your hips, and it's gonna be a great opportunity for your head, neck, and shoulders to just relax. So make some comfy space and I'll see you there. Join me in a comfy seat. If you want to pad up your butt, you could also do that. I'm going to take the opportunity here, but you can take this from your couch. We're going to start shoulders over hips, heart over belly. You can let your hands hang down in your lap. Maybe you take them with some loving touch. I like a heart in a tummy moment is always kind of nice. Imagine if there was a string attached to the top of your head, gently lifting you up towards the ceiling, making you a little bit taller. And then we're going to snip that string, let it go, let yourself slump and slouch. Find that string again and gently stack yourself up, stretching out the friendship bracelet of your spine. And let it go, slump and slouch. One more time, all the way up, stacking up to the top. We're gonna reach the arms up, maybe take a big inhale. And let's exhale, tip over to one side. I'm going to my right, but I know I'm always mirrored for you, so just pick a side, stick to it. Right and left are hard enough, don't make me do another video. Can you make a little more space in this side of your rib cage that you're bending away from? Imagine beams of light shooting out between your ribs. Keeping your back pockets heavy, reaching out through these fingertips. Softening your collarbones. Good. One more deep breath. And on your exhale, let's bring it up to the center. Big inhale, stretch it up high. Big morning stretch and over. Tipping up and over like we're leaning on a beach ball. Planting down through those back pockets, reaching out through the fingertips. Good. It's like if we took that string that was stretching us up to the ceiling, someone snagged it to the side like a bow and arrow. And then we're pulling that string down through our fingers, finding that big banana side bend. And on your next exhale, let's bring it back to the center. We're gonna go one more time. If your legs aren't crossed in any way, switch them. Let's hit it from every angle. One more time. Breathing up. Maybe you're even a little taller than last time, stretching up and over. Every inhale allows us to carve out more space, taking up more real estate. Every exhale allows us to soften and surrender. Good, and this time we're gonna reach so far over to the side, that our shoulder starts to tip forward, heart facing towards the floor. We're gonna work our way over to the center. You can use your lap for leverage if you want. Or if you're down on the ground with me, maybe you go hands to the floor. When you make it back to the center, let's plant the tailbone again. And we're gonna roll it up, stacking one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders come up last, all the way up to the top. Good, other side. Nice big inhale. Up and over. Ooh, stretching to the other side. Big bend. Let your body move with your breaths. Let go of your belly. Let your shoulders soften. Good, reaching so much through this top hand. Reaching, until we start to face the floor. Walking our way over to the center. Good, my friends. And when you get there, let's start to roll it up. Let's kick our heels out. If you are on a raised surface, you might want to come down. You could try it up there, honestly. But I like to sit down on my hips, heels out, legs are bent to about 90 degrees. We're gonna start to drop them to the right, drop them to the left. Nice, easy windshield wiper motion. When you start to get comfy here, maybe you think about sitting up a little taller. Good, opening up the heart. Maybe even finding a small sense of plank in your spine. Good, my friends. We're gonna start to let those knees fully drop to one side and fully drop to the other. Good, you can do this a bunch of different ways. I'm gonna work my way up to seated, fully sitting up on my hips, so that I can do this, no hands attached. You can use as many hands as you like, yeah? Maybe you're still leaning back, just letting those hips fall. Nice, you could even come all the way down to your back for this one. We're taking our hips through internal and external rotation. So even if you're not feeling a lot, you can just think of this as oiling up the joints, yeah? Maybe you try to go a little slower and smoother. Maybe you bend your knees a little bit more. Good, my friends. Next time you come over to one side, we're gonna freeze there, seated in this sort of 90-90 position. You can go really square with it like a pigeon pose, or you can just kind of tuck your legs off to the side, up to you. I'm going to take the arm that my feet are pointing to, and I'm going to swoop it way up and over. We're going for another side bend. Now you can always recruit that pillow again, bring the floor up to you, reaching up and over. Imagine dropping this pocket away from you, lengthening the space between your ribs and your pelvis. Twist, starting to reach back more behind you. You can move where you're holding onto the floor. Maybe working down onto this elbow. I'm going to rotate a little bit so you can see this better. You stay where you are. Here's where I am back behind me, down on my elbow, reaching out, gently squeezing this glute to bring it more into line, stretching out the front of my hip. You might feel a lot happening in your hip flexor here. Softening the shoulders, reaching all the way up through the fingertips. Maybe you start to gently press away from the floor. Can you have just the slightest suggestion of side plank here, a little bit of a lift from below? Reaching, 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 as if you could grab your tootsies on this side. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Good, we're gonna start to build this on the other side. We'll get there a little quicker, but reminder that we came here from this hip windshield wiper. You can always come back here. Ooh, this side is gonna feel different. That's okay. Let's approach it with some curiosity. When you're ready, let's hit the other side. Drop your knees. I'm sitting up. I'm gonna reach up and over to the other side. Maybe this is enough. Maybe sitting up tall and tipping over is enough. Or maybe I work my way down to the floor, imagining this one continuous curve from my arm, through my trunk, down my hip, out through my foot. Should feel at least a little mermaidy, which is always fun. Good, gentle squeeze of support from this glute. Stretching the hip forward, gently pushing into the floor for a little more support. Reaching, reaching, reaching. One big crescent arc. Good, my friends. And ourselves in and work it up, coming back to your comfy seat. Maybe you lift back up to your pillow, or maybe you'd prefer to get on the couch for this. You're like, I'm done with the floor, Laura. That's fine. We're gonna reach up and forward for a forward fold. I want you to allow your spine to slump, but keep your back pockets planted. Heavy, heavy, heavy in the hips. As if hips up, you were totally weightless and you could just let that spine drape with ease. Good. You could even take this as a standing forward fold if you would prefer. I'm going to start to sway a little side to side, and we're going to be spending quite a bit of time upside down like this, so take as many breaks as you need. Let's have a little upside down time. I'm gonna walk myself over to the right, hanging out by this knee. This can be up higher too, a little more support from the hands. Let yourself slump, let yourself soften. And I'm gonna walk over to the left. Right again, but first I'm going to switch the cross of my legs, just because. Hanging out over to this side. Maybe you felt a big change in sensation with that cross of the legs. Isn't that cool? And let's walk it over to the left again. And when you're ready, we'll walk it back to the center one last time. Let's roll it up nice and slow, peeling up through your spine. 8, 7, let your head drop. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Thanks so much for being here with me today. It is hard to show up for day 1. I personally think it's even harder to show up for day 2. So welcome back, and I'll see you tomorrow.